People, in my time, I've realized that Christianity is not about a set of rules and regulations. It's about a relationship. And as with any other relationship, there's respect involved. You wouldn't just cheat and steal from your best friend, would you? It's the same difference here. It's not about being afraid of God, but more about fear. Fear as in reverence, to revere. Not about perfection, more about leaning on Him and His strength to preserve you. In my opinion, religion and Christianity are two very different things. Christianity is not my religion. It is just, it's a title for my relationship. There's a couple blatant differences between the two. For me personally, for example, religion might say that I have to be a walking example of perfection. And if anybody knows me on here from, say, junior high, or knew me when I was younger, you can definitely know, that I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect, and I thought that it cheapened my faith if I messed up, and so I was a very high-strung kid. I cared a lot about, integrity and things, and integrity is great, but I really cared about perfection, but the thing is, Jesus is the example of perfection. Don't put that pressure on yourself. That's not for you to carry. Just do your best. Also religion says, you gotta convert people to see things your way. Beat them over the head with the scriptures, with the Bible, but it's not even about that. It's about loving them where they are. It's not, it's just about loving people where they are. Sharing and loving them, religion says if I mess up, I can never be used again. And Christianity says Paul, David, Sarah, Zacharias, Peter. That's, yeah. Because see, the brilliant thing with God is, he uses this thing called grace. It's unmerited favor of God. He can't earn it. So religion says, you have to be this great titan of faith and be able to pray using crazy big words and, everything be awesome and sound wonderful when you say it. But Christianity says all you need is a mustard seed. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start out with very small faith. And God is going to do something huge for you. Then your faith is going to grow, get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you won't even question God anymore. You won't have to question God. Because He's done it so many times. And your faith grows over time, but there's no prerequisite about how much faith you have to have, Religion says that it's a list of do's and don'ts. But really, Christianity says that Jesus calls me a friend, a child of God. More than that, a co-owner of His kingdom. Religion says to hate the sinner. Christianity says to hate the sin. Religion says to bring under judgment. Christianity says to hold accountable. Religion says everything will always be perfect. Christianity says there will be troubles in this life. But to me, Christianity is worth it. Not for the religious aspect, but for the personal relationship. And that's why, and I'm finally growing, and I'm finally grasping that idea, understanding, like, wow, it's really not about a list of do's and don'ts, you know, like, this is the only religion that's not predicated on how good I am, you know. In fact, this, I should say, quote unquote religion, this is the only thing that's not, you know, based on how good I am. It's based on what a perfect being did for me. You know, like, that is really cool. Like, I don't have to weigh my wrongs and rights on a scale to see what's my eternity looking like. Like, no, it's like, anyone who calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. You know, it's like, it's very different. It's very, very different. And I get it. There are some things about Christianity that I just don't understand. You know, because, like, I have a science degree. I like science. So there are things that I can't wrap my head around. But I do realize that I don't have as big of a brain, and I haven't been here as long as the God who created me. So I can understand that I probably won't ever understand as much as he does. And once I wrap my head around that, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, some stuff I'll just take your word for it. 'Cause you've been here way longer and you made me. You know, I didn't make myself. But I hope this helped out. And yeah, I know this isn't really like a poem, but just a little of my thoughts.